Hello, good morning. My name is Paula. Welcome back to my channel, A Beautiful Attitudes. Today we're gonna talk about addiction. What is addiction? I'm gonna tell you a short version of this word because of it's long. You can talk about it for a long time. There's so much to talk about concerning addiction, but I'm gonna take the small, quick version. Okay, you see, addiction is come from the Latin word addictory, and that means enslaved or bonded. You see, when you're addicted to something, you feel that you're enslaved to this thing. You think you have to do it, it just gives you a good feeling. Or you're bonded to it, you just can't stop because you keep doing it over and over again. It's like this. We human beings are made, or brains are made to keep us happy. We cannot be unhappy for a long time. You see, when we feel unhappy, we try to look for things that make us feel good. And this is what our brain do. Sometimes you start with something and it's very simple. For example, I cannot do without drinking coffee. When I drink coffee, not me personally, but in general, when if someone drink coffee, they feel good and give them a good feeling. They feel like happy, and that is what that is the tricky thing about being addicted to something. You start very innocent, but after a while you find out it's giving you such a good feeling. You just keep doing it. Like a lot of ladies, concerning me myself also, we love to shop. When you go to the shop and if you have like enough money to buy whatever you want, you keep buying and buying and buying to make yourself feel good. It gives you a feeling like you feel like wow, just you feel good, and that feeling good is what addiction do. It keeps bringing back the things that make you feel good. So, for example, if you are really someone that feels good by eating chocolate, and you start eating chocolate, and you say, "This makes me feel so nice. I feel so good." Then you start eating chocolate, and after a while, you see the chocolate becomes a little more something special, and more and more and more. Like this alcohol. You feel good when you drink it. You just don't have to think about anything. It makes give you a relief feeling, and like this, you keep drinking so that you feel better for a longer while. And after a while, it becomes a habit, and you don't know how to get over it. And with addiction, people think always about alcohol or nicotine or those kind of things, but really with drugs, sometimes it does, but it doesn't always have to do with so much. Don't have to be so terrible, because sometimes even the little things, like some people get addicted to sex. You say, why am I always looking for sex with this person? Why I always wanna make love with this person? Because you're addicted. It gives you a good feeling somehow, so you keep doing it. Or why do I have to look at this show, this TV program? When I look at it, I feel, for example, that I can just disappear in it and just keep watching all the time and still feel good, and I don't have to think about anything at that moment. So those are things that start to get people addicted, and after a while they don't know how to stop. You see, an addiction is something that you you don't do it because you think first sight, well, I'm gonna look for this to make something to make myself addicted to. You don't do that. You just think, well, for example, I just feel good by doing this, so I'm gonna do it all the time. Or when I drink my coffee every morning, and I'm gonna look at my soap series every day, and I'm gonna read this book or write this every time. It's uh, we just love to do things that make us feel good, and very sad is that sometimes the things we do, it's not always good, but it makes you feel good. So you keep on doing this, and like this, you get yourself a new addiction. And it could be in the sometimes nearly every addiction really has a negative side. For example, if you love to shop, it's not always good for your money, for your wallet. If you love to drink too much coffee, maybe after a while, not good for your teeth. Or if you love to drink alcohol, it might at that moment feel good, but after a while be bad for your health. So too much of everything can have a negative effect on your life. So it's very good if you know you're doing something, try to keep up and make sure you're not doing it too much, or it's not like you're not being enslaved to the action of doing certain things before you can feel good. And if you've seen it's taking too much of your energy, or it's not like sometimes you're enslaved to something, but it's giving you maybe energy. That moment you feel like it's giving you energy, not really taking you energy. But if you feel you have to do it all the time, and it's costing you a lot of efforts to make this work every day, or you're seeing the difference, my teeth is not white anymore because of all this coffee I drink, or I'm always too tired because I have to do this and have to do this, or I don't get energy to do anything else because I want to do these games that make me feel good. Sometimes you can run to games because that is also, you don't have to think about anything, you can focus on that. That's also addiction. Like when we think about addictions, like I said, don't get carried away. It's not only the bad things, it's also it's just the things that you're accustomed to do day by day, every time. You just feel good doing, and you're doing it sometimes too much, and after a while you find out you cannot do without doing this thing before you can feel good. So in that way, you know you're busy with addiction. I hope this video inspired you, and I hope you have a very, very good day. Goodbye.